got my pants dirty. And now I'm thinking this is not such a good idea. So the moss here on the tree, the green moss, is very it by ear. Look how deep the leaves are here. Look at this. These are the stairs, which we saw earlier, going up the hill, all the way up. The lake, it is raining, so I will get going. I have a class soon. So thank you for your time and see you next time. Bye-bye.
All right. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. Yeah. So let's take a look at what we have here today. Because we have part one of the Sherlock Holmes book, The Sign of the Four. I thought it was really good. I'll just say that. If you haven't read it, because I know a lot of, I heard people are getting their books in the beginning of April, first week of April. So that's why we decided to read only like 2 chapters. So that's what I wanted to keep reading, actually. I thought it was so good. Oh, people are here. Sorry, I couldn't see the messages, but Tatra is here. Yeah, I agree. It's a great choice. Mars here, cool pick. Thanks. I like it as well. I thought it was good. Alessia, hey. Almost ready to crack on. Yep. I like cinnamon. I might get into tea more. As people know, I don't drink coffee. And there is a benefit, I think, to just sit with your drink and be in your seat, just drinking your drink. It's a relaxing moment. So coffee I don't drink, but tea I might consider switching to. Herbal tea, non-caffeinated. I read the first 4 chapters. It's really good. Yeah, Alessia, we know you're a weirdo. Try tea at least. Me or Mara? Is Mara the weirdo? Yeah, so yeah, I wanted to keep reading. I read the first 2 chapters today, actually, and I was like, wow, I should have made it longer. But the reason I didn't want to is because I knew that I would probably discuss everything, and then I didn't want to have things revealed and everybody's behind. But so we'll just talk about the first 2 chapters. Don't tell us what happened, Alessia. Chapter 3 and 4. We'll talk about what were in the first 2 chapters, and honestly, a really good level for intermediate, even advanced, because it's a short book, but it's a fun read. It's not too simplistic where you feel like you can fly through the whole text. You want to keep reading. It has good vocabulary as well. It's simpler than The Old Man and the Sea. So, but this is the perfect switch up. I'm happy I got this, and hopefully Nope. You, Mara. Caffeine is my best friend. We know Levy likes vodka. Tea is too light. Yeah. Yeah. Too light. Hey guys, just got back home. Still haven't read the book. Sorry. Hey Julia. Okay, but you have the book? I don't remember. Did you get the book? Okay, I'll keep my mouth shut. It's great to have you back, Alessia, because you were the one who. Why did I was talking about you in one of the streams. I think it was because of. Oh yeah, the website that you recommended, the used book website, and I wanted to find it. And maybe you can tell me again. Maybe you could tell folks what the website is, so we can do some promotion. But it's not promotion. It's just if it works and people are able to get the books from there, then it's helpful. So I forgot. I didn't have the title. The name of the website, rather. But yeah, the book's good. So let's get into it. We start off with. I wish I could see the chat. Why is it not working? Why? Let's see. Okay, but for the people who will watch this back, I don't want to make it too boring. So let me talk about the book. All right, let me just quickly see, because this is exciting to see what people are talking about. Yes, I do. Yeah, so you got the book, okay. Thanks, teacher, for correcting my typo. BookBot, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, okay, BookBot. That's the one. Okay, BookBot. Let's see. Yeah, because we have two to go, and then two, like too much, with two O's. Okay, let's quickly look at this BookBot. BookBot. Oh, right, this is it. Oh, and it's funny. I actually had this saved. Let me share my screen. This is the website. BookBot. You can buy books and you can sell books. So let's look at Sherlock Holmes. The sign of the four. Podpiss? Oh, this is the actual, the sign of the four. This is the actual. Oh, here we go. This is Oxford. But this is not the book we need. So it looks like they do have some. They have this one. This is another. What level is this? Let's see. Ours is level 6. This is level 3. So this is maybe a little bit too simple for us. For us advanced speakers like me. I would consider myself advanced. And I don't have the physical book, but the Kindle version's fine. Yeah. Bad boys can't see the chat. Sorry. That's funny, Mara. Because the paper one would have gotten here at the end of April, unfortunately. Yeah, so the short books like this, I think the Kindle's fine. Okay, so anyways, this is the website. Very cool. Let me just look Sherlock Holmes in general. I would like to get the actual. Are these sold out? Is that, oh yeah, sold out. Okay. The House of Silk. But we want Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Oh, okay. Maybe this is the original here. A Study in Scarlet and the Sign of Four. Wow. It was $2.50 in the US. This must have been years ago. Oh, 2003. Okay. Really? 2003? I thought the books were older. All right, anyways, I'll look at this in my free time. Yeah. Probably do timestamps for people who join. So it's not too boring here. I'll look at some of this stuff in my free time. Okay. All right, so let's get into the book. Excuse me. Let's get into the book.
So, got my pants dirty, and now I'm thinking this is not such a good idea. So, the moss here on the tree, the green moss, is very...
All right, that was funny. So, it's funny, wait, let me go back. Wow, I got it from Amazon this time actually, but I definitely want to buy the book on paper since I love Sherlock Holmes books. You're my Savio. Maybe from now I'll get the right books. What's Savio Italian? Are you, as you probably already know, Levy? Yeah. The way you say that, Julia. Don't mention it. I got the last copy on Amazon a week ago. Oh no, you got the last copy. The book I'm about to get has the same cover as yours. Yeah, this is the right cover. I don't think there's any other cover. Only this one. Lucky. Only Italians in this chat, apparently. Into the book or into the woods? What happened? Into the book or into the woods? Well, what does that mean? Yeah, only Italians here. Italians dominating the streams. Actually, we did a stream in like around 12. I think it was 1 o'clock my time. And it was a lot of international folks. Turkish people. We had Indians there. Who else did we have? We had Brazilians. We had a lot of Brazilians. We had some Chinese. So we had a very diverse crowd, and I liked that. It was good. So maybe we'll do that too. Sometimes I'll do early afternoon or morning. What about morning stream? How about that? If I have time or if I'm bored, I can do that and talk to these viewers, but I would like to see the chat. It's bothering me that I can't see it. I need to have my phone. Okay, so let's talk about the book. All right, so the book basically starts out with the question of, it doesn't start with this, but we have the chapter 1 is called deduction. Let me see. Chapter 1 is the science of deduction. And later we have Holmes, Sherlock Holmes. I'll call him Holmes from now on so that people know who I'm talking to. Holmes, he says that there are two things. Yeah. sorry, he said there are three important. So page 4, it says, he has considerable skills himself. He possesses 2 out of the 3 qualities necessary for the ideal detective. I like that also if we talk to somebody, like for a job interview or for something else, we can say, you have 3 out of the 4, or you have 2 out of the 3 qualities I'm looking for. Yeah, so that's you have 2 out of the 3 qualities I'm looking for. It's a good thing. So one of those qualities is observation, or to observe. He says he can observe and he can deduce. He is only lacking in knowledge. Hold on. Where does it say? Because then Watson is his friend. He's a doctor. We learned that Watson had a injury on his leg. He got shot in the leg, I think, during his trip out to Afghanistan. He was a doctor in Afghanistan, a medic. He got injured. His leg is fine. It just when the weather changes, he feels. Does he feel pain, or it goes numb? What happened to his leg? Yeah, it says my leg ached at every change of the weather. So this story is told in the perspective of Watson so far. So you don't like us? You don't like us, or you don't like Levy? Who? Who doesn't like me or us? More mornings sound fine. It means that suddenly the vid about you walking around in the woods was played for a few seconds and then you appeared again. You are a hero, yeah. Thanks. Yep, right. Yeah, so that was the intro. I just want to show the intro to see what you guys think about it. Some people said that it's good. Some people said it's okay. I think it's okay. I don't think it's so good. It was just something that we needed to change a little bit to bring more life and more energy into the beginning, because I've had the same intro for a long time. So we learn about Sherlock that all right, let me give a quick breakdown of the story, what we have so far, so that people who join, they can follow along here. Oh, Starmore's here. Yeah, he's from Belarus, I think, Starmore. It says, you, Levy, don't like us since you... I like how you put the commas, so I can't get confused. You, Levy, don't like us since you said it was fun last time with international people, not from Italy. Yeah, right. Italy for me is international, so it was just more international that time. And I think, what, you don't like international people, Julia, or what? Sounds a little... That sounds wrong. All right, yeah, let me break down the book. So, basically, the book starts out with Sherlock, or Holmes, being upset. He wasn't upset, he was trying to stimulate his mind. He has no cases. Of course, Holmes is a detective, or as we learned, he has a job that's similar to a detective. He works for himself. He is a consultant. When detectives can't crack a case, they come to Holmes and they consult him, and he helps figure out or solve the case. So that's his job. That's what we learned. He is very successful at this. We have Watson saying that Holmes, his skills are very impressive. He's very good at what he does. He's intellectual. He's also self-centered. He enjoys, also, it seems to be he enjoys to be by himself, maybe. Just from this, I'm trying not to bring in the Holmes characters from, there's obviously the movies and there's the show. I've never seen the show with Benedict Cucumber or whatever it is, Mara, right? Benedict Cucumber. Anyways, so that's his character, that's his persona, Holmes. Watson, his friend, I guess they live in the same place. He's a doctor. Like I said, he has an injured leg. He's single, we learn. Holmes is also single, I think. And he hasn't had a case for a long time. He's walking around his room the whole day. Walking, or we can say he's pacing around the room the whole day. And what's a good word? What would you describe Holmes's? Who read the book? Only Alessia read the book. How would you describe Holmes's state of mind? You would say that he's frustrated. You would say that he's what would be a good word? Whoever read the book, tell me how you would describe Holmes in the first chapter or two when he hasn't had a case in a long time. And so he's just been walking around his room. Let's see. Let me go read the beginning and see what okay, this is just chapter 1, page 1. So let me just give you the restless. Perfect. That's the perfect word. Restless with boredom. Thanks. That's the perfect word. Restless. That's what I wanted to say. Uneasy or angst. I was thinking of, okay, uneasy is perfect. Let me read the bottom paragraph. But one day I suddenly, this is Watson talking. One day I suddenly felt I had enough. Our housekeeper, Mrs. Hudson, who lived on the ground floor below us, had come to complain to me that morning. There must be something wrong with him, Dr. Watson, talking about Holmes. She had cried, he's never been as bad as this before. He hasn't eaten a proper meal for weeks, and he's wearing out that living room carpet. I can hear him above my head, night and day. She lives below them. You'll have to do something. So that's his situation. Yeah, perfect. Actually, page 2, it says, well, what is it, Holmes? Why all this restlessness? Restlessness. He feels like his brain is anesthetized. Anesthetized without the right stimulus. Is that the right word? It's like anesthesia. Let's see here. Okay. Anesthetized. Anesthetized.
Anesthetize.
Anesthetize. It's with an AE. Oh, I can't write in the chat. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Anesthetized. Anesthetized. Without the right stimulus. He said cucumber batch because it's a joke. Right. I know, don't worry. Very funny stuff today. Yeah, very funny. People were concerned about his behavior. Yeah, and so the housekeeper and Watson are concerned about his behavior. He knows, or they know, that he hasn't had a case. He's restless. That's a perfect word. Thanks. Then suddenly, then we have Holmes describing the difference between observation and deduction, and how then like Watson gives him his watch, and he's like, "What can you deduce from me if I give you this watch?" And then he tells him that his brother, Watson's brother, had this backstory. He lost a lot of money, then he died, etc. So Holmes tells Watson all this stuff, and Watson's amazed. So we get a glimpse, or we get a insight into Holmes, his character, and how he's able to look at these objects and observe the small details. For example, the watch in the back, I think, had some numbers carved into the back of the watch. And Holmes said that because when you pawn a watch, the pawn shop, to pawn, to sell to a pawn shop, to pawn a watch, they engrave, or they mark a number into the watch. And so he was able to see that and to spot that and notice that probably he ran out of money and had to pawn his watch, the brother. And then how did it end up in Watson's hands? The brother died, he got the watch, so he's able to deduce these things. And then finally, the housekeeper comes and says that there's a woman here to see Holmes. And Holmes says, send her in. Watson wants to leave, and then he's like, no, Watson, stay. So it's Watson, Holmes, and this young lady who must be 26, 27. And she tells this story that 10 years ago, her father went missing. Her father was this all takes place in the UK, I think in London. Her father was a military officer, or he was in the military in India. And he went missing like 10 years ago. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Star and More. Yeah, everybody liked the stream. So let's see how many people liked it. 3 likes. All right, incredible. So everybody, let's try to get 9 likes, because there's 9 people. So let's all like the stream. And let's try to get 9 likes. That's the goal. Thanks, Star and More. I forgot. I forgot to mention that. So, and then when we get to 9 likes, we'll continue. No, I'm kidding. So where was I? And also, see I like doing the streams on YouTube. I have more features. Like I can do polls. I can do other stuff. Here I can't do poll. That's okay. All right. So then, what else happened? Holmes, Sherlock Holmes, Watson. We don't know Watson's first name, which is weird. Watson. Okay, yeah, so the woman comes in. Her father disappeared 10 years ago. He was in India in the military. Then he came to the UK, and he was supposed to meet her at a hotel in London. Then he doesn't show up. He's not there. Somebody tells her, like the hotel reception, that he left. He went out for the night, and he never came back to the hotel. This was 10 years ago. And then we learn that 6 years ago, let me get the numbers right here. Was it 6 years ago? Yeah, 6 years ago, my memory serves me well, 6 years ago, she started to receive these packages in the mail that would get delivered to her home with pearls. Pearls in the oh, we're almost at 9 likes. Oh, we are at 9 likes now. 14 is the new one because there's 14 people here. So if everybody likes it, we'll get 14 likes. Oh, Valeria's here. Okay, nice. Thanks for joining, Valeria. We always hype his videos already liked. Oh yeah, hype is good. Yeah, if you hype it, that's also good. He said, I cannot live without brain work. Page 9. Yeah. I cannot live without brain work. His brain's constantly on, so he's intrigued. When the woman comes in, he leans forward. He's intrigued. He thinks this case is very... Oh, let me continue the case, the mystery. So she gets these pearls every... is it every year? I think she gets one a year. So she gets one pearl, and then, let's see. Yeah, every year she's gotten one pearl. And then this morning, she received a letter. So she doesn't know who's sending the pearls, right? It's a big mystery. So then she's like, who's sending me these pearls to my home? And then there's no address to find out, or no person's name, right? So she keeps getting these pearls. She still doesn't know where her father is, what happened to her father. Then nobody knows. Then today, when she says this morning, she gets a letter that reads, let's read the letter together. So this is what the letter says. Be at the third lamppost from the left outside the Lyceum Theater tonight at 7 o'clock. If you are nervous, bring 2 friends. You have been unfairly treated, and you will have justice. Do not bring police. If you do, I will not help you. Your unknown friend. That's the letter. So to meet at 7 o'clock, if she feels nervous, bring 2 friends, says the unknown friend. But do not bring police. And it says you have been unfairly treated and you will have justice. Is this regarding her father? Probably, right? What else would it be? We don't know. But it is a bit interesting, the wording. She agrees that Holmes and Watson will accompany her to meet this stranger, this person. Then towards the end of the chapter, she leaves, and 2 interesting things happen. One is we have Holmes deducing the handwriting. He's looking at the letter, and he's saying, what can we tell from the letters? He's looking at the letter, and then we're looking at the letters from his handwriting, and he says, from the way he writes the D's, the L's, the that kind of stuff, we can see that he's a very, let's see. Look, he says, people of strong character always have very different long and short letters, but I see hesitation in this person's K's and even vanity in the capitals. Then he says, well, I'm going out now to do some research. I shall be back in an hour. So he goes out to do some research. I shall be back in an hour. And then we have Watson, who's basically falling in love with this girl. He says, this girl, she must be 27 now, a sweet age. There I sat, this is Watson talking. There I sat and thought and dreamed until a picture of Miss Morstan, her name, Miss Morstan and me, happily married, came into my mind. It was such a crazy idea that I jumped up, hurried away to my desk, and buried my head in my books and books on medicine. What were you thinking? I asked myself. So he starts to have these thoughts about Miss Morstan. Which is interesting, isn't it? Let me look at what you guys said. Isn't it interesting, Alessia, that in the beginning he says, "Oh, she's not that beautiful. Her face is not that beautiful," and then he says that he's thinking about marrying her. Isn't that interesting? Did you catch that, or was it just me? Oh, is it John Watson? Dr. John Watson. Oh, John Watson. 6, yes, every year. I have to hop in my car for some errands. I'll try to follow you along while communicating. No texting. Sorry. Do not text. Yeah, thanks for staying on the live. And I guess we won't be hearing from you. I had a question about that, but let me see. Let me answer my own question. So let me tell you what happened. So Watson's in love with this woman, but let me tell you what he said earlier, because I think that's interesting. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Okay, let me read this paragraph, chapter 2, okay? So you get an insight. So the end of chapter 2, he says, it's like, there I sat and thought and dreamed until a picture of Miss Morstan and me happily married came into my mind. So him and her happily married, okay? That's the end of the chapter. Beginning of chapter 2, it says, Miss Morstan entered the living room with a firm step. Outwardly, she appeared calm. She was a small, graceful, young lady with blonde hair, and she was dressed simply but extremely neatly. There was a plainness about her clothes, which suggested to me that she was not at all wealthy. Her dress was a dark grayish one, and she wore a small hat of the same dull color. Her face was not beautiful, but she had a sweet expression, and her large blue eyes were unusually thoughtful and sympathetic. In all my travels around the world, I had never seen a face which seemed to show such a sensitive nature. Yep, okay, that's about it. I could not help observing that as she took the seat indicated by Sherlock Holmes. Okay, so isn't that weird? He says, her face was not beautiful, but she had a sweet expression. And then he says he's like basically wants to marry her. The woman should be Mary. Would be Mary. That's her name? Yeah, from the other books. What it was? Hi, this time I got the right book, and I even read it. Not all 70 pages though. Oh, Valeria, so you tell me, so how much did you read? Did you read the first 2 chapters? Or what? Does everybody read the book like instantly? Or are we reading too little? This time we did read not so much, but should we read like half the book in a week? Would that be better? Maybe we're not reading enough. Even before, maybe I need to make them longer. So is that the problem? We need to read longer segments? Because it seems like those who do read, they go like finish the whole book, which is fine. But if that's the case, then we'll make the readings longer. I'm fine with it. I just wanted to space it out to give you time. But seems like you guys make time for it, which is how it should be. You should make time for learning English. You should do it, and then also set aside time for it. I think both are crucial. One is there's a distinction between the two. One of them is passively doing it, for example, listening to music in English in the shower, or talking to yourself, or having a friend you message in English, you text them in English. That's passive. And then you can have active time set aside where you have an hour lesson or an hour long discussion or an hour reading in English or whatever it may be. That would be setting aside time. And the other one would be passive. So I think you should make time for it. That's definitely useful. Okay. Lucky you. I hope I'll get the right one this time. And since I already saw the TV show, I can't wait to read it. She must be charming. Well, it could be troubling for me because I have a lot of stuff to get done for work. That's why I still haven't read the 3 chapters for today. You know, I didn't see the show, but I saw get a sip of water. I saw the movies, the 2 movies, which I think, Mara, I think I told you about the movies, right? And I think you watched them, or at least you watched one. And that's kind of, but I just want to make sure not to put my own spin on the Holmes character, because this is a little different than from the movie. There are similarities, it's a little different. Although, if I remember correctly, in the movie, there was also this restlessness from Holmes in one of the movies. I don't know if it was the first or the second, where he didn't have a case and he was restless. So that's a similarity. I felt like there are these pictures in the book, and it seems like Watson's a bit older than in the movie. That's Holmes, and then that's Watson. You can't hold on. Oh, there you go. That's Watson. He looks a bit old, doesn't he? Anyways, so he looks a bit old in this one. And yeah, he looks a bit old. Of course, in the movies, here's another picture. Of course, in the movies, they're doing like a lot of running around. They're fighting, they're shooting guns, they're jumping on trains. That's the movies. So I don't know if that would be relevant to this type of character for Watson. Holmes looks same as maybe 40, or I don't know how old he could be. All right, let's see. I always listen to music, chat with friends, talk to my cat who stares at me as if I was an idiot. Yeah, right. I watched both movies. Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law's ones, I guess. Yeah. The TV shows as well. TV series. Typo as well. He does. Maybe I could watch the show as well. I think I saw a clip of the show, and then I thought, this is too futuristic. I like the fact that the old ones are from the 1800s. That's it seems to fit the plot better. And the new ones it takes place in today's day and age, right? The cucumber one. And this one is from 1890s, the story. So this feels like more of the Holmes plot. That seems like the right time frame for that. So, but maybe I need to check it out and see if I like it. So, I'll maybe watch the first. What does it feel like for you? Is it one of those shows where you need to watch a lot of the episodes and then you get into it, or can you watch one and it's enough? Do I need to watch the whole season, for example? Or is it slow? Is it fast? I don't want to binge watch. I don't want to binge watch. When I was in high school, I read this book by Sir Conan Doyle. Sir Arthur, you mean? In Russian. Now I'm listening in English. Thanks, Teacher Levy. Yeah, you're welcome. Did you read this book, though, or you read probably the original, right? Not the Oxford. I would like to read the original, too. I ended up just getting this book from the bookshelf. If I go to a bookstore, I look at the international or the foreign language books, and I found a rack. You know, a rack? One of those ones they can spin. And I just saw Sherlock Holmes. I got excited. I didn't have much time. I opened it. I looked at the text. I'm like, this looks good. I did see this Oxford thing, but I was like, oh, maybe they're doing some branding thing. I thought it was the original book plus additional parts, but it's rewritten by a woman. I forgot her name, Claire West. So, but anyways, the story's good. Better than talking to puppets. Yeah, better than talking to puppets. Right. He does look older than Jude Law. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, this guy in the book, and he's like balding. He has gray hair. He seems that he's bigger. He's heavier than Jude Law in the movie. I would recommend it to you because the TV show is really good. At least puppets don't think you are an idiot. You need to watch them all because it's too good. Are you keen on TV shows, Levy? Because I'm not. I'm not big. I like for English but just in general, I like. The Office was good. Seinfeld was good. I don't watch them anymore. I don't know if I would enjoy them so much anymore. But Seinfeld was good. The Office was good. I liked the old Star Trek series. In the past, that was good. What else? I can't think. I think that's it. Friends, yeah, Friends for me is a little too generic for me. But Friends is funny. For parts of Friends, yeah. But it's a little bit overdone for me. Plus, in the English sphere, there's everything is memed, or they have so many Friends references that it's a little too much for me. But Friends is funny. There was also a spin-off. After Friends, there was a spin-off called Joey or something like this. And I saw a clip of that. So that they have some funny stuff there too. Beverly Hills 90210. HMYM is that How I Met Your Mother? Yeah, How I Met Your Mother, also some funny parts. I thought it's not as good as The Office. Also, it's a little repetitive, that show. Beverly Hills, I didn't watch. I love Star Trek and I watched it. You watched the new one or you watched the old one with, I forgot the actor. Let me look up the actor. Who was the actor for Star Trek? Here we go. William Shatner. That one, 1966. That's the one. Yeah. The Big Bang Theory. I thought The Big Bang Theory was okay. I didn't see. I saw when I was at my grandmother's house. I saw 1 or 2 episodes, and I thought it's fine. It's not even that funny, I think, in my opinion. You have reached your goal. We have 10 likes. Oh, amazing. Okay. Um, do we need anything else? Let's see. You have 10 likes now. Let me see. 10 people, 10 likes, and that is the goal. So I can't ask for anything else. I think you guys did well. And I'm proud of everyone who read the book. All right, so let's discuss what we're gonna read. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna select a chapter. Let's do until chapter. Let me see. Chapter. Okay, let's do until chapter 8. So now we're gonna really put it in third gear. Okay, because we were kind of in first gear here. We barely read anything. We're putting it in third gear. We're skipping second. Oh, who saw my car video between when you're shifting gears? You go from first, second, third. And when you really rev it, you go fast in first gear. You just put it to third. I don't do that. I'm just saying. You skip a gear. I watched both the old and the new one. Oh, the Star Trek. Okay. Miami Vice. I didn't watch that so much. Quantum Leap. Is that a show? I didn't watch that either. But Quantum Leap, I don't even know. Is that I don't even know what it sounds like science fiction. Okay, but let's do chapter 8, page 57. Where's my pen? Chapter 8, page 57. That's our new goal for next. What day is it? Tuesday. We'll do next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. If we don't speak, I don't know if we'll do a live again this week. We might do a live. I might do a live sometime. If I don't do one, then happy Easter to everybody. Happy Easter and also happy holidays. We have Good Friday coming up. So enjoy the coming week. And then after Easter Monday, we'll have the stream hopefully on Tuesday. And I might do one before. I thought the business one was useful. And I think some of the other random ones could be useful just to keep people engaged. Let's see. 13. 13 what? 13 likes? Danta. But they're very old, 80s, 90s. I did. I think it was one of your best ones. Oh, yeah, the car one. Yeah, I like that one. Some people they do the headphones strategy where they just listen or they walk around and they do stuff while watching the videos. That's fine. For that car video, I wouldn't recommend. I would try to watch, and then also when you're in the car, try to explain like this is the door handle, like floor mats, windshield wipers, headlights. What else? Hazards, turn signal. A lot of this What else did we have? AC, air conditioning, air vents. Did we talk about signs? We didn't talk about signs. Signs would be good too. Yeah. Levy, would you recommend us to watch the whole Star Wars? No. Oh, we could do, what if we did the book challenge? What if we did the movie challenge? What about that? Would you guys like the movie challenge? Would that be fun? Book challenge and then movie challenge. Or show, yeah, movie challenge would be better because a show is, no, a movie challenge would be good too. We did a movie challenge, like one movie a week, and then one book a week, one movie a week. Then we would need to like read the whole book in a week, or maybe half a book, depending on which book it is. We're gonna get to longer books and more difficult books, but let's take our time and have some people catch up. Some people are a little lower level, some are a little higher. The books are helpful for both. Star Wars is a steeple stone. What? Like a podcast. What is like a podcast? Movie challenge would be yeah, Julia likes movies. I know that. Yeah, great movie challenge. Cool. I'm a new language learner. Can you tell me what you're doing in this video? Yeah, we're doing the book challenge. So if you just joined, go back after the stream ends and check out, get this book or find it online and follow along. We're doing the reading challenge. We did the first 2 chapters talking about what happened in this book. It's the Sherlock Holmes book by Oxford, The Sign of the Four. Oxford Bookworms by Claire West, retold by Claire West. So, and we're talking about this book. Now we're digressing a little. We're talking about other stuff, but I love movies. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, as of 2012, there were 254 versions of Sherlock Holmes films, as stated in Wikipedia. What does that mean? Records, versions. Not scary movies, though. When you listen to someone speaking without watching them. Oh, no, I know what a podcast is, but you're, for the car video. Yeah. Sorry, I go on, right, I'm ranting, and that I don't know what, there's a delay. I don't know what sometimes you guys are referring to. Okay, so that was the book challenge. I think we're going to cut it here. I don't need to do excessive explanation on the first 2 chapters because I think we're setting ourselves up for the first case, or maybe the only case, the mystery. So the first 2 chapters, kind of the setup, and now I can't wait to read the rest. When they meet the person, I can't wait. I might read it tonight. Usually I read it before the stream, so it's fresh in my head. And I can be sharp and recall things quickly. I might read it tonight, and then maybe I'll reread it because I'm so intrigued about what will happen. So usually I read biographies, autobiographies. I read some self-development stuff. I read sometimes historical things, business things I read. So I don't read books like this so much. So it's good to do this. Yeah, but not scary movies, Julia. We won't do that. That sounds good. Books and movie challenge. Yeah, Julia, not scary movies. Yeah, we won't. Yeah. All right, everybody. So are there any questions about the book challenge or the book challenge or anything else that I can answer before? And then we'll go. Any questions? Yeah, niente, as they say in Italian. Yeah, yeah. Happy Easter. Like I said, keep your notifications on. I might go live randomly. I might even do it. No, not tonight, but I might go live randomly one of these days, and we'll talk about something. So, yeah. So thanks for being here, and next time, be prepared. If you just get the book, read until chapter 8. So if you're just joining and you missed the first part, read until chapter 8 so we can discuss it and everybody can follow along. So that's your homework. And also rewatch my old videos. So okay, thank you guys for joining and have a good day. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Bye.